Do you find yourself endlessly scrolling and wishing you would be able to consume more responsibly because you don't have the willpower to throw your phone away or just simply delete all of social media, YouTube included? And this video is for you. Nettura Ra, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to get on a bit with the, not with the trends necessarily, but talk about something kind of more timely, things that people are really concerned about in general, not just kind of in my own niche, but I wanted to expand out of my niche a little bit. Precisely a year ago, I made the decision to cleanse my social media and kind of just go offline and live more in the moment. But the thing about me is that I'm not really good at living in the moment. Like, I'm very consumed in my thoughts, consumed in my inner world, obsessed with concepts and music and analyzing media and stuff like that. So this video is gonna be for people that are like me, people that don't necessarily wish to live in the real world, but simply wish to disconnect more than they do already. So basically, I thought to myself, like, okay, what was holding me back from deleting Instagram, deleting TikTok, deleting XYZ, whatever else, I don't know. And to me, it was mostly my saved posts. Yes, my saved posts. Okay, I know, really random, but that was the thing that was kind of holding me back from deleting it. So what I decided to do was I decided to screenshot or screen record every single thing that I had saved, okay? And I made a Notion account. I'm sure you guys all know what Notion is about, but basically it's an app where you connect it to your Google account and you can make your own, you can plan it, you can use it for work, you can just list things, you can make kind of like blogs for yourself, but they're all private. You can also share them in a workplace if you make that thing, but you know, I decided to make everything, like categorize things like, oh, this is for food, this is for makeup, this is for hair, and these are all the things that I saved. And if it was like a long video where I did want to screen record it, I just pasted the link of the video in my Notion so that I could press on it and open it even if I didn't have the app. I could do it out of the browser, right? So that way I kind of organized all of my things, and it was a thing of me releasing one of the obstacles that was holding me back from going offline, kind of. And it really worked for me, to be honest. I mean, in terms of connecting with friends and stuff like that, I decided that, you know, I have their number, so I could just text them on WhatsApp, like, or just call them up. So I kind of went back to the traditional, I can't believe I'm saying this, we're in this world to say that using WhatsApp and calling your friends is more traditional, but yeah, that's the way it is, I guess, now. So I kind of went more down that route, and I already was a person that didn't text my friends too much. Like, I'm the type of person that I text every now and then, and I meet up like every now and then, so my friends didn't really feel like I was abandoning them or anything. Well, the friends that were actually my friends, because other people did, but anyways, who cares? And this really benefited me in a way where I was able to remove the influence that was indoctrinated to me, I guess, the programming of the people around you, the comparison, my skin is worse than this person's and they're telling me I should do this, and that's a more superficial way of saying, but also just a comparison of my life is not where I want it to be, but other people seem to have reached that and I haven't. So that helped me a lot in that way. In terms of YouTube, I decided to make the conscious decision of cleansing all my subscriptions. Like, I only kept the people that I religiously watched, or just channels that have knowledge, like niches that I like to go on and understand and interpret, and you know, things I'm learning about in real time, videos about those channels, about those topics, kind of like that. So I cleansed that, and I found myself not really going on the home page of YouTube. I was more like always on the subscriptions and on my playlists. And of course, that's kind of like more of a conscious discipline-ish decision. but I managed to do it, so maybe you can manage it too. I know it takes a little bit of effort, but it's only a little bit of effort, come on now. Yeah, and that way I also privated all of my social medias, and after that I simply deleted them and fucked off. And that lasted me for a while until I decided to make a new Instagram account and keep it private and only have my friends on it and just post random things, and that's about it. I decided to remake a TikTok eventually because I wanted to put myself out there as me, like, not me personally, but me as Nettura Ra, like my presence on the internet. I wanted to make like a way of keeping up with me, a way to reach me, because I mean, nowadays no one will find you just on YouTube. You kind of need to make a TikTok or a Facebook or something else. So that's why I made the TikTok. But I did end up finding myself that every time I'm bored or every time I need to relax, I would just go on TikTok still. So yeah, I'm kind of currently working into stopping that and keeping TikTok only for business and making my mind associate TikTok with my online presence rather than me and when I'm bored. During this time on being off social media, again, not completely, but in a way of balance, to not like cut myself off from the world and be unrelatable from the people around me, kind of, because there's also that where you feel like the, what do you call it, the imposter syndrome, yeah, where you're not keeping up with things, with the trends, with the internet memes, with the news, with everything. So I try to make myself still a bit relatable with the people around me, but I don't know how much that worked out because I'm not a very relatable person, but hey, I think it worked out a little bit, at least with my efforts. But yeah, basically during this time where I had no social media and I only had YouTube and I had something else, I think, yeah, I had a Tumblr as well, and I would go there every now and then. But again, Tumblr to me is not like a it is a social media, but it's more the 2000s kind of social media where it's about thoughts or hyper fixations and hobbies. It's not really about doom scrolling and brain rot and all of that. So that's why to me, that's not unhealthy, at least. It doesn't really become too addicting, I don't know. And I don't feel like my brain is rotting after watching it, so. But during this time, essentially, I found myself getting a lot back into music, into art, painting, drawing. I got a lot into reading because I felt like I had to just change my addiction, you know? You can't just remove something out of your life and stay with it gone. You have to replace it. So I replaced it with reading, and I always have, because again, I get bored really easily, so I always had 2 books that I'm currently reading, and I flip-flop between them so I can like change topics. And the books are always different genres. Usually one is psychology and philosophy, and the other one would be like romance or just a story. So that's how I kept myself entertained, kind of. Well, yeah, I guess it served me because I picked up painting again, and I had really abandoned painting because I was too engrossed into keeping up with the world and not really keeping up with myself and what really makes me happy and what really resonates with me. Now my question for you is, would you like to follow the path that I followed? In order to do that, you have to do, well, basically everything I said previously that I did, but also in a way to keep yourself consciously and responsibly consuming, is that you only subscribe on YouTube to people that really, like, when you watch your videos, you're thinking and you're getting inspired and you're going, oh, I should add this into my life. Oh yeah, this person is helping me feel more seen, feel more appreciated, they're encouraging, or this person is teaching me about this thing that I want to learn more about. And that's how I found myself really responsibly consuming, basically, by subscribing and following people that I am inspired by, that I want to revolve my life around. Kind of, it's not like you're actually revolving your life around somebody that you're subscribed to or following on the internet, but you still have to put this question in your own mind. Am I okay with revolving my boredom around this person? Does that make me feel good? Or is this person posting just like things that don't make me think, things that don't make me analyze how my life is going? You have to really question like how does this creator make me feel while I'm watching them? You have to be more conscious in the moment in order to not fall into the lazy brain consuming. And that's how you end up differentiating yourself from the version of you that mindlessly consumes. If you are still in the start of this process of going a bit more offline, or rather consuming more responsibly, what I would advise to do, and what has worked for me, is you do 2 productive things in a row. Okay, 2 things. And then you sit for 10 minutes, okay, with an alarm, 10 minutes, and you go on TikTok or you just watch YouTube. After that 10 minutes are over, if you're watching like a YouTube video that you're really engrossed in, you put it in your headphones, you leave your phone behind, and you go do something else. And you do 2 more productive things in a row. If it's on TikTok, just log off. And that really helped me to stay in the moment, because I have a tendency to always daydream and think and go somewhere else while I'm doing something. I found myself keeping somebody talking or listening to music very a way of me to stay grounded and productive without wandering off and then falling into laziness again. So it really helps with executive dysfunction and ADHD. Talking about painting and getting back into hobbies, let me show you what I painted 2 days ago. It's still a work in progress. Well, the sides aren't, well, it's a box, okay? Now, this was an ugly box. It was brown, and I hate brown. And it also had live, love, love on the side. Yes, live, love, love. You heard me right. So I decided to make the very conscious decision into painting it black. And after that, ta-da! Yep, that's my art. There you go. Look at that, gorgeous. I also painted this side as a jellyfish. Well, there you go. I still have to do this side, and I'm also planning to paint the inside. But yeah, that's just like one example of the things that you could do with the help of logging off a bit more, or just taking things in a lot more responsibly. You can do shit like this. That's magnificent, okay? When I was planning to do this, I was like, oh, I'm gonna fuck this up, I'm gonna fail, it's gonna look so horrible. And there I go. I literally just made myself so proud, and I can't believe I'm even saying that sentence out loud. I couldn't even believe that I was feeling proud for myself, because that's so hard for me. But yeah, like basically out of you consuming more responsibly, it can lead you in the long run to do incredible shit like that, or just other things that you really want to do, basically. So yeah, I hope you like this video. If you like the way I think, if you like my journey, if you like, I don't know, the way I dress, anything else, make sure to subscribe to me. And if you really like this video and it really helped you, then make sure to leave a like. And yeah, comment your thoughts, I guess. Have a great day, night, whatever it is, wherever you are in the world, and bye-bye.